Greetings. Today we continue our study in the Toil and Waiting, Psalm 119. This is section 11. Revelation chapter 6 verse 10 mirrors the same idea that David was expressing way back in Psalm when it says, "And they cried with a loud voice, saying, How long, O Lord, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth?" Verse 11 answers and says, "And white robes were given unto every one of them. And it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season, until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were should be fulfilled." Mark 6:31 declares that Jesus said unto them, the disciples, "Come ye yourselves apart into a desert place, a wilderness, a solitary place, and rest a while. For there were many coming and going, and they had no leisure so much as to eat." 2 Thessalonians 1:7, "And to you who are troubled, rest with us, when the Lord Jesus shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels." There have been so many songs written which remind us that we're only here for a little while, then we enter into eternal rest from our earthly labors. Psalm 119 verse 85 says, "The proud have digged pits for me, which are not after thy law." The word digged here literally means to dig. In its 16 uses, it refers to the digging of wells, the digging of graves, the digging of entrapments, and once to the piercing of Jesus' hands and feet. Let's look to Genesis 26:25. It says, "And he builded an altar there, and called upon the name of the Lord, and pitched his tent there, and there Isaac's servant digged a well." Again in Genesis 50, verse 5, "My father made me swear, saying, Lo, I die. In my grave, which I have digged for me in the land of Canaan, there shalt thou bury me." Joseph speaking of Jacob in Egypt after his death. He says, "Now therefore let me go up, I pray thee, and bury my father, and I will come again." Psalm 7, verse 15, "He, the antecedent is the wicked, made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made." Psalm 57, verse 6, "They have prepared a net for my steps. My soul is bowed down. They have digged a pit before me, in the midst whereof they are fallen themselves." Psalm 22:16, "For dogs have compassed me. The assembly of the wicked have enclosed me. They pierced my hands and my feet." The final clause of this verse declares that such entrapments are contrary to God's laws. We're to help each other over the obstacles, not create them. Can I say that again? We as God's children are to help each other over the obstacles, not create obstacles for one another. Verse 86 of Psalm 119 says, "All thy commandments are faithful. They persecute me wrongfully. Help thou me." I think we find a kind of inverted order in this 86th verse. God's commandments are commended as being faithful first in order. Then a charge is leveled against the enemies of David, namely that they are wrongfully persecuting him. Psalm 35 verse 19 says, "Let not them that are mine enemies wrongfully rejoice over me. Neither let them wink with the eye that hate me without a cause." Psalm 38 verses 19 and 20, "But my enemies are lively, and they are strong, and they that hate me wrongfully are multiplied. They also render evil for good. Those are my adversaries, because I follow the thing that is good." Is this not what Jesus expressed in the Beatitudes in the Sermon on the Mount when he said in verses 10 through 12, "Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye, when men shall revile you and persecute you, and say all manner of evil against you falsely for my name's sake. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven, for so persecuted they the prophets which were before you.